Aw, thank you, Zuma. I appreciate that. So I made a video last month talking about the state of Black Ops Cold War in 2023 right here. I talked pretty positive about it. It seemed to be in a pretty good place at the moment, and that did not last long at all. Lexify tweeted, along with tons of other people, explaining how Call of Duty is broken now. Cold War is suffering the same fate as all the other old Call of Duties. Every Call of Duty you release will become unplayable if you continue to use the COD 4 engine from 2007. Yep, they do that. They just like kind of upgrade it year over year. This footage proves how players can boot anyone on any game. It's well beyond time for a new, safer engine. So this is a mod menu. The dude's IP, I'm doxing this guy just showing this. Hang on, I'm gonna blur that. But you can get people's IPs, you can boot them offline, who knows what else you can do. So Cold War is now extremely unsafe for people to play. Scope actually tweeted, this clip is ridiculous, I gotta show you. But this was right before he got kicked off. Oh, 5 on head. So Scope and basically any other streamer, big or small, are getting kicked off, hacked, any of that stuff while they're live. Since all the big creators like Jev and Dismo and probably Bams and all those other guys, they're probably not going to touch Cold War with a 10-foot pole right now because they, you know, don't want to be doxxed. I'm going to test this and see how long it takes me to get kicked off the game. Everyone's going to be talking about the same exact thing, but I'm also talking about it because it's important. As a Call of Duty fan, like the more videos people make on Activision being stupid, the better. It's insane to me how Activision are selling games at full price like this. That would have been cool. Activision's selling games at full price like this, and they're not safe. Even Call of Duty 4, dog, you still gotta pay 15 bucks for the map pack. For the only map pack that Call of Duty 4 ever released, you still have to pay $15. The game came out 15 years ago. My brother, DLC this year is free. What makes this situation worse about them literally just not fixing their game or any of their security in their older games that they're still charging full price for is that Bobby Kotick, if you don't know who that piece of shit is, he's the CEO of Activision. He was bragging about, haha, we'll be fine if that, you know, Microsoft deal doesn't go through because we have $12 billion in the bank right now. No, he's not saying the company is worth 12 billion. There's not 12 billion in shares. There's not 12 billion in equity. I'm talking cash on hand. Anyone with access to the Activision account, anyone with access to the Activision bank account can buy like 4 billion Starbucks pink drinks. That's not okay. You should not be able to buy more of something at any given time than how many of those things exist. Does that make sense? Oh my! Dude, no shot I bodied the quad head ×2 and hit mark of the triple. No. I'm a fucking nerd, man. I'm such a nerd. That's why people are so upset about all of these Call of Duties just not being fucking taken care of at all. All these video games that have core memories for people, games that people still want to play. They want to support this company, but they just can't. They can't do it because it's not safe to do so. When they shut down the safe ways to play these old games, Activision's not gonna go bankrupt. They're not doing bad. They can't die. If you burn through $12 billion, even in the next 10 years, you know how hard that is to do? Even at a large scale like that? Bobby, you can buy all of your employees new cars and you'll still be okay. All of them. I'm not talking like a Fusion. I'm talking Range Rovers, dog. I don't know how much it costs to run a business or anything like that, but I did the math and it actually checks out. They had 13,000 employees in 2022 and downsized to 9,500. 12 billion divided by 9,500 is 1.2 million. Yeah, that's like 10 Range Rovers an employee before the company ran out of money. Yep. Like, put that into perspective. The Activision is doing incredible. They make so much money year over year. More money than they know what to do with. So them shutting down SM2 and X Labs and maybe Plutonium and also not taking care of their older games, like, they're not losing money. It's not a make or break for this company. Them not fixing all these security issues isn't them, like, not having the money. It's them not wanting to lose record-breaking profits because they don't have to do anything. All they do, the only thing that happens if they fix the game in their eyes is they lose money. They're spending unnecessary money. It's the same concept of having like a high school basketball team that just uses 45-year-old jerseys because they still kind of work. Yeah, they might have diseases from the last 6 generations in them, but like the kids are still gonna play basketball. Whatever. Yeah, it technically costs money to buy the new uniforms, but they can still play. It's fine. Why spend the money? If they just bought the new uniforms, the kids would probably play better. You'd have more people that want to support the team. They would look better on the court. It would be a better experience for everyone. The only difference is you would have to spend a little money to do so. There's so many parallels between the FaZe drama and the like Call of Duty shit. It's all corporate. Like FaZe has corporate that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. On paper, like they're doing great. From their perspective, they're doing great. Activision's perspective, they're doing great. But anyone who has any shred of a fucking brain cell within that community, like they know it's fucked up. They know it's not good. They know what it used to be. They know how much better it was. It's hilarious how FaZe and Activision are on literally the same time frame with all of this stuff. How many of the game developers do you think have gotten fired or let go or laid off from Activision because their vision didn't align with Activision's monetary goals? There's probably some OG COD devs out there that were like, hey, this is a bad idea, and Activision's like, huh, you're not the boss anymore. Bye. It's also such a shame that the Tim the Tatman and Nick Merc skins came out at this point in Call of Duty. Like, no one's gonna spend money on that. Like, yeah, some people, they're diehard fans and more casual players, but like, imagine how much better those skins would do, those creator skins would do, if Call of Duty was in a good state right now. And you know Tim and Nick see it too. Dude, I'm feeling it, bro. I'm feeling a clip right now, man. This is fun. We can think about the reason these hackers are like all of a sudden going crazy on Cold War. I mean, Call of Duty is no stranger to hackers and modders, even year 1 Call of Duty. But there might be a reason that it's going more rampant now, and part of it might be due to, I don't know. It's probably delusional to think this way, but it's possible that hackers are trying to, you know, hack for the common good. Maybe they're trying to cause a problem for Activision to fix. I don't know. Probably not. It's probably just people being pieces of shit because they can, but one can hope. I will say, on a positive note, living in my own house the last however long has been kind of nice. I've only had the house for 2 weeks and I've been away at work for, you know, a week of that. I gotta say, it's kind of freeing. Like I have a to-do list just sitting in the middle of the house, like dead set the middle of my house. And whenever I think of something, whenever I see something like the trim's kind of messed up, or if I want to paint a room a different color, or if, like, I don't know, like for example, I don't have any pots or pans, so I need to get those. I just write it down on the list. Then I write the things I need to get those things done, and I go do those things. I fixed some things up on the roof. I fixed a couple of the doors. I've, you know, just kind of moseying around doing my own thing, taking time. I feel like I'm living real life Minecraft. Anyway, I didn't get kicked off, but that does not mean it's safe to play by any means. Be very careful. You know, if you're not comfortable having your IP exposed, then just don't play. I'll try to have some more positive videos out here soon, but yeah. Anyway, it's been worse. See you next time.